Hello everyone and welcome to another brand new video on the channel today. The focus today is activation drills. So you're going to see 6 different activation drills done in a group setting. So looking how to coordinate and combine various numbers of goalkeepers with a drill that keeps them all busy and active, working through different movements and different saving combinations. So you're going to see quite a few various things here, sometimes including some hurdles, lots of different lateral movements and forwards and backwards movements that the goalkeepers can do, and just basically keeping them busy, lots of different actions, lots of different movements, lots of different saves, and trying to make sure that we're covering quite a few bases in the first initial phase. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. I hope you enjoy it. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps. I really appreciate all your support on the channel. I'll see you all on the training pitch. And then the cone's got to be really, really sharp, so go as quick as you can. Okay? Yes. Good, let's go. Yes, let's go, Ben. Okay, so for our first activation drill that you see here, we're working off a little bit of footwork to begin with through the cones. So in terms of the footwork patterns at the beginning, you're looking at patterns that may be used in and around a tight space. So the footwork in and out of the cones is quite a good representation of that. It also focuses on a bit of balance and the goalkeeper maintaining a good solid head position and hand position as they're moving, which again would correlate well into where the goalkeeper is moving around the goal with the ball in close vicinity to it. Good, and go. Good. Then following the footwork, as you can see here, we have 2 serves where the goalkeeper moves into line and takes the first ball and then works a lateral or sideways footwork across the goal into the second save, where they can even work a side step depending on their size, speed and height, or they can work a crossover step to the following ball. The other little detail of the drill is that we have a mannequin situated right in front of the goal. This is literally just to put something in the goalkeeper's eye line so they have something else to focus on and worry about in front of them before they deal with a save, which kind of recreates having players in front of you in a match. So the activation drill does somehow relate to a real situation. Ben, finish on you. Good, relax. Yes. Sprint out. Good, turn in. Hold. Yes. Activation 2, again, is working with 4 goalkeepers. So we have 3 goalkeepers rotating. I'm serving on the left-hand side, as you can see, and we have our other goalkeeper serving on the right-hand side. The goalkeeper starts off with a sprint through, so a really fast activation movement into the goal, and then they move off laterally to deal with a volley, come back to the middle and set before coming down low for a dive-in save. This particular activation is more about acceleration and deceleration and moving off from stationary starts. So as you can see, when the goalkeeper bursts through the white cones, they almost stop to have to move out to their first side. And then once they've made the first save, they have to recover to the middle and hold. So I'm not allowing them to move in to the second save, immediately. So they must come in, hold, and then drop in, as you've just seen Connor do here, and you'll see Harry produce here.
Let's go, yes.
Another important thing with this activation drill, which will lead into the next ones as well, is balance and control. So in particular, when you're looking at the acceleration and deceleration and changing of movements across the goal, is the goalkeeper's ability to stay in good control of their balance and coordination, to be able to perform these movements and make good quality actions on their shot stopping.
Wow, great hands. There, that was... Go on, Harry. Yep. Who is the... Deceleration. Good. Shift, set, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, it took the goal with you. Good, shift. Good, hold, yeah. Good. Go on, mate, get across, hold, yeah. Good. Good, who's...
Oh, not the goal again.
Good, relax. Good, shift. Good, lads, hold on. Good, yes. Good, hop, hop, yeah.
Number 3 in activation drills here is in a different session, and as you can see, they're working on lateral movements, so starting in the middle of the goal as they move out to the left or right to take the first save, and then it's a crossover movement to the opposite side, lateral movement back in, a little bit of power in terms of dealing with the hurdles into a dive-in save. So as you can see, this is progressed from activation 1 and activation 2, the real difference being the hurdles and bringing in jumping movements. And strictly speaking, double-footed jumps are not something that happens greatly in goalkeeping. However, you do see them sometimes in crossing situations, maybe when the goalkeeper is pinned in and they're having to get up in and amongst players. However, again, it is something useful for balance and coordination and dealing with power movements that may come in diving situations and having to move from an accelerated start.
Are you ready? Yes. It's got to be quick. Go. Good shift. way across, so you change your footwork. Good recover. Yeah. Oh.
Into activation 4, and the main progression here is you're bringing in another different save, and we're looking at 4 different saves. So the goalkeeper makes an initial start with the volley, moves out laterally one side to deal with the ball, works into a crossover step to get across the other ball, and then back in laterally to deal with a scoop save through bodies. Once again, mannequins are in play because they're trying to recreate the little situation where the goalkeeper has something in their eye line or peripheral vision, which is pretty normal and standard for a game of football where you're dealing with the ball in front of you. And then, as you've seen here, the lateral movements are all dealing with working from a power position, so accelerating out and working at speed around the goal. So I want all the goalkeepers to work at speed around the goal and try and do everything as fast as they can but controlled, so their handling and their saves are all done with good decision making whilst working at a match realistic pace. So a couple other little details is the goalkeeper has to face the ball they're about to face in the next part of the drill, so make sure they're square up to the ball when they're coming in, and then work at pace, so make sure that everything is done at pace, match realistic speed.
Go on, H, turn in. Yep. You relax. Nice, good. So Jake, we'll go that side first. Play the routine. Okay, ready? Yeah, let's go. Good. Shift. Good catches. Good. Then back in. Yeah. Good. Up. Get across. Get an odds on the including. Yes. Odds on, mate.
So into practice 5, and this is once again a 4-ball drill, as you would have seen with Jake doing the first one and Mackenzie, who is in now. The practice, as you can see, starts off with the goalkeeper beginning in a central area with a volley, moving out laterally to deal with another volley. Then the next phase is to get over the hurdle with the power movements into a dive, then into that big crossover step and deal with the second diving save. So being an activation drill, you can see this is quite progressed in terms of dealing with 4 saves, and there's quite a few outcomes and events that are happening. But what we're trying to do here is bring the goalkeeper into a mindset where dealing with different events in a session, they have to break each part down ball by ball. So there's no rush on each action. I am looking for speed and I am looking for pace, and I want the goalkeepers to work at speed throughout this practice. But in each particular moment when they're dealing with the ball is an opportunity to be calm and deal with the ball as best possible as you would with a game.
Over the hurdles, mate, and then dive to the right here. Yeah. And then get up and get across that way, diving that way. Go, go, go. That's the one. Good. Yes, mate. Let's go. Good. Yes, hopped. Yeah, go. Come on. Quickest route, eh? Shake. Good, mate. Well on. Great feet. Yeah.
Oh.
Keep going, keep going.
Such a blow. I don't know how, I just feel it.
Good, mate, go, come on.
Who knows? Who knows?
Good, mate, go on then, let's go. Good, alright, let's get a drink, let's move on. Okay, there you go. Yes. Yes, of course. Yeah. Good, get round. Yeah. Good, go, 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 go.
So Ben's just given the demonstration of what activation 6 is. What you're looking at here is 4 saves again, but it's a removal of the hurdles in front. So it's lots of different action in terms of lateral movement, crossover steps, and working off 2 volleys and diving saves. So we're looking at keeping the goalkeeper in tight positions and also extending them into further positions, whilst working on low saves and higher diving saves. So as we move into this final activation drill, hopefully what you can see here is we're trying to strike a nice balance between short and sharp movements and working into longer and more aggressive movements, where you can see the goalkeeper starts in a natural central position and then works into a short movement, into an accelerative short movement, and then out into a fast explosive movement for the diving save, while still needing to keep as much control and balance as they can throughout. So imagining what you do in a game in this particular situation where you're having to pick up speed and work across the goal at pace, but still control your head, still control your hands, and still control your body shape so you can pull off the best possible save you can whilst limiting mistakes.
Good, shift.
And finally, from a coach's point of view, I hope this has given you some ideas in terms of what you can do with a number of goalkeepers for activation drills. You could do this with anything from 4 to 6 goalkeepers and having various servers at various points. And it gives them a nice rest in between their practices, and it allows them a changeover of servers into drills and when they're working.
Good, mate, shift. Everything done at pace. Good, mate, come around. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes. What a save. Yes, Connor. Touch. Relax, get a drink, lads.
Okay, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope it brings you some value, and I hope it has some content that you might be able to use yourself, whether you're a goalkeeper coach or a goalkeeper yourself. As we move towards Christmas now, excuse my wording, as we move towards Christmas now, we're going to look to release more and more goalkeeper specific videos. So through lockdown, and obviously through the back end of lockdown, working through different numbers, etc. in a difficult period, gone through a few different videos, trying to provide some different content. Obviously we've gone through some stuff where we've trained like different people, and I will release a couple more like them. Done quite a few warm-up videos, and it was a pleasure to work with Phrase Goalkeeping and those to link up and provide some insight into why certain professional goalkeepers might have done what they did in their warm-ups. So that was a really good month. I'm really happy to release those. So we're looking to release more and more goalkeeping specific videos now from our sessions. Once again, thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate all your support on the channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.